over 75% of African youth are totally convinced that their lives will begin when they make it to the West. Many of such people are idling around and in wait, in hope for an invitation from a sibling in the diaspora to join them. We don't consider our own continent when it comes to becoming successful. What is happening here? This notion has drained the very best of our technical men and women from this continent to the West. Day in, day out, migration programs for jobs and to join a Western army is being introduced to us. The best amongst us is being taken away, ladies and gentlemen. We are leaving behind the not so good, and therefore we are not building anything ourselves. We have become totally dependent on a country like China at this point for supplies. If China ceases to produce goods for us, we are doomed, ladies and gentlemen. But we have an opportunity to learn to be self-reliant now. This coming war may not directly occur in Africa, but its impact may be more felt in Africa than in the countries that are fighting. Do you remember when the Russian and Ukrainian war started and all of a sudden bread prices went through the roof in Africa? It was because we were so dependent on Ukraine for wheat and other cereal supplies. The number of people who might die out of starvation and health-related issues in Africa may be more than the countries that are fighting in those wars. Our pharmaceuticals are heavily dependent on other countries. What is happening? Did you know a country like Kenya is 80% dependent on pharmaceutical supplies from India and in Europe? So what will happen to the people of Kenya when that should happen? When there is a war globally, ladies and gentlemen. Nigeria, Ghana, Liberia, Sierra Leone, and many other African countries depend heavily on pharmaceutical products from India, China, and Europe. We ship billions of dollars to them every year for supplies. And so, what will happen when the wars begin and shipments are cut off? This is what I'm saying to you. African countries who might not directly be involved in the wars will suffer far more than the warring countries themselves. When food supply is cut off and access to pharmaceuticals are cancelled and you don't have access to money, what then becomes the fate of Africans? Ladies and gentlemen,